Come on, man. Why y'all hating on poor old Nicholas? Former one-time tag team champion of the world. Haters. You're all a bunch of haters.
B loop, B loop.
So what's going on, guys? As you all know, Nicholas, the great one himself, Nicholas won the World Tag Team Championships with his partner, Braun Strowman. But let me tell you something. Nicholas did all of the work in this one. He did all of the work. Braun Strowman came out and pulled out from the crowd the greatest tag team partner of all time. Good old Nicholas. But you got these old stalwarts, you know? They're coming out of the woodwork, and apparently they don't like what's going on with Nicholas. And I'm saying, why the hate? Why are you hating on poor old Nicholas? He's such a good dude. Let's get some notes going on in here. Let's see what Jim Cornette had to say about it. Good old Jim Cornette. I loved me some Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette is the man. I go back and I watch Jim Cornette, some of those old tapes. Fantastic. Well, Jim Cornette, he ain't got no love for Nicholas. First thing he says is, the Braun Strowman, he took too long. He took way too long actually going through the whole process of picking Nicholas out of the crowd. And then boom, you pick Nicholas. It's kind of a buzzkill, especially considering WrestleMania 34. You have so much talent that really didn't do much. You know, Elias didn't do much, and that one you had every single person in that Battle Royal who really didn't do much for that one. So besides Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy having that feel-good moment at the end there, you know, they didn't really do much. So I agree with him on that one. He talked about Braun Strowman's horrible promos. This one I'm going to disagree, because every single promo that Braun Strowman ever does consists of the same things. He says one thing, and then he ends it with, "You're going to get these hands." So it was a typical Braun Strowman promo. Braun Strowman, that's what you get with Braun. Here's something that he said that really caught my attention, and it's because I thought the same thing. He thought that Nicholas was a girl. And I'm going to be 110% honest with you. Me and my significant other, my wife, were sitting there watching WrestleMania, and we both thought it was a girl. We said, why the hell is Braun Strowman going out and picking a little girl out of the audience? Turned out, 10-year-old boy. We didn't figure that out until he said, "What's your name?" And he said, "Nicholas." And we said, well, Nicholas isn't a girl's name now, is it? Now, here's where we're going to disagree a little bit. Me and Mr. Cornette, who I love dearly. He says that it buried the tag team champions. I'm going to say this was not what buried the tag team champions. What buried the tag team champions is the shitty booking going into this entire WrestleMania 34 thing. It was a horribly booked thing. It was an afterthought. They were obviously trying to keep Braun Strowman on the back burner, and then when they figured out that this whole thing was going to work out with Lesnar and Reigns, they had nothing for Braun Strowman to do. So boom, that's what they did. They threw him into this tag team thing, and there is no strong tag teams on Raw right now that could possibly be legitimate contenders for that title, because the tag team division has not been booked strongly in years, if ever. Okay, since the brand split happened. The SmackDown Championship picture has its bright spots with New Day, the Usos, even the Belgian brothers. And those three right there, they didn't even get much of a spotlight. Their tag team match was sort of an afterthought. And there's a notorious, I'm going to call it a rumor out there, that Vince McMahon has absolutely no respect for the tag team division. And if you take a look at what happened at WrestleMania 34, you got to say that it's probably true. But here's another one, though, that I'm going to disagree with. He says that there are people that will never get a chance to wrestle at WrestleMania and all this other stuff. More deserving people. And I'm saying, and, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you can cram as many people as you want in there. There's no legitimate top main event stars. Nicholas was the most over guy at WrestleMania 34. They chanted his name during the main event. Okay? So I think that they did the right thing, and they went and they picked out the most over guy in that entire stadium. And that was the 10-year-old Nicholas, who, by the way, single-handedly won that championship at WrestleMania 34. Now, Steve Austin, even more so, down on this particular thing. He said, but I think he's coming from the thing that this is a disservice to both Cesaro and Sheamus. Well, here's the truth of the matter. It goes back to what I was saying before. They have been doing a disservice to these two by not giving them credible people to actually wrestle against. The tag team division and SmackDown, on Raw is horrible. It's an afterthought. You know, you had the champions for a while. There was Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. No tag. They're not career tag team workers. These are just two. It's like almost like on Raw when you have two people that have absolutely nothing to do. You jam them together and you say, "Why don't you go after the tag team championship while we buy you some time?" And that's what's happening. Cesaro and Sheamus. That's what happened to them. That's how they became the Bar, because that was it. I mean, you had the Hardy Brothers, the Hardy Boys, the Hardy Brothers, right? Oh my gosh, I must be getting nervous here. The Hardy Boys are a legendary tag team. They were put together for a little while, but everybody knew from the very beginning that the Hardy Boys were not going to stay together. That it was only a matter of time before Matt was broken and Jeff went off to do his own thing, because they always viewed Jeff as the higher superstar. So, it's a shitty division. What else were you going to do with it? So, they threw a little something out there, a little swerve as it were, and they brought out Nicholas, the greatest in-ring competitor that I've seen since Shawn Michaels laced his boots. And I say, let's wait. You know, right now he's in what, the 4th grade, I think it was, or the 5th grade, one of the two. Let's wait until he finishes high school and starts traveling the circus. I mean, he's going to be huge. You want to see The Rock? Mm-mm. Steve Austin? No. Hulk Hogan? Never. Okay? Nicholas will be the word, the name on everyone's lips in 10 years. And it's because of this moment right here. They have gotten Nicholas over big time in WrestleMania 34, and they're going to continue to get him over for years to come. I'm telling you right now, Braun Strowman plus Nicholas, 10 years from now, force to be reckoned with.
B.